Ryan Day, rain or shine, sleet or snow, I believe should be, if he works his budget well enough, he may have to pinch some pennies here and there, but should be able to compile enough for a decent little winter vacation that he can get away from the Columbus weather. I would think, based on what I hear in the news, Steve, that Ryan Day's doing all right for himself.
Yes, they announced yesterday that Ryan Day had received a contract extension as well as a raise, and I think the contract now runs through 2026, I believe, and the numbers are specified out through 2023. He made, I think, about $4.5 million this past year in his first season. He'll go up to around 5.5, plus they will put $1 million in his retirement fund. And eventually, within 3 years, will be up around $7.5 million, I believe. And, you know, again, I'm just quoting these numbers off the top of my head, so don't hold me to all this. But he was ballpark somewhere going to be around 6th or 7th in the Big Ten in salary this upcoming year, behind the likes of Jim Harbaugh at Michigan, the newly hired at Michigan State. James Franklin was due a raise, and obviously a big year for them. They won the Cotton Bowl, beat Memphis, and really had a great year. And he deserves, you know, some kind of consideration for that, to win a New Year's Six Bowl. And then Jeff Brom at Purdue has a big contract as well. And there may be one or two others that I'm not thinking of off the top of my head, but this will move him theoretically into the top 2 or 3 going forward, where he should be. And this is something that Gene Smith, the athletic director, came to him after they won the Big Ten championship and qualified for the playoff, and said, regardless of the outcome, we will be fixing this and updating it so that it matches what you've accomplished and what we think you're capable of accomplishing going forward. And obviously his recruiting has continued unabated. A top 5 class in 2020. They have the number 1 class on paper right now for 2021, and certainly a lot of time to change that going forward as other schools will get top players. But they have, I think, 18, 19, 20 seniors on the team this coming year, scholarship, so they could sign another class of 24 guys pretty simply, because there's going to be Wade, Fields, and several others probably who leave for the NFL, Olave, after the upcoming season. So they'll have the numbers, and they'll be in the hunt numbers-wise to actually be a top 2 or 3 class when it all shakes out. So he's putting it all together. He's doing everything that they want him to do, and now his salary will be commensurate with what some of the other people are getting. Michigan is obviously paying Jim Harbaugh a premium price for him to be the head coach there, and I will leave all comment aside on what they're actually getting for their $9 million. They're getting about 1 win per million right now. That makes Day quite a bargain.
Tony, before you jump in, I just want to recognize and also give, some recognition to Paniru 5 Piru, Michigan fan who joins us on a regular basis on the Ohio State live stream, and he seems to be in a rather good mood when he does. Salute, go Michigan, I'm here. We welcome all fan bases to our Ohio State and all our live streams. Tony.
Absolutely. More power to the Michigan fans who tune in. I won't even say anything mean. I just welcome them and thank them. Regarding Michigan, I was looking at the USA Today salary rundown that they do for the coaches every year. And this past year for 2019, they had Jim Harbaugh at $7.5 million. So I thought it was interesting that in 2022, they have Ohio State has Ryan Day at 7.6, as they escalate him. And then it stops there, because I think it'll be like, it says after that, then it's up to the Gene Smith or whoever the director of athletics will be at that point to determine it. And then it'll have to be approved by the board of trustees. But at that point, then it's going to be, what is he worth? What's the market? What is Jim Harbaugh making? What is Nick Saban? What is Dabo Swinney making? How many national championships does Ryan Day have? And then they'll decide from there where they want to pay him. But I think, as Steve said, this was something Gene Smith wanted to do. And You think about like when Urban Meyer signed with Ohio State in 2012, I think he came in at $4 million a year. Ryan Day, 7-8 years later, comes in just at 4.5. So I think he was due. Once you saw what he did, it was a 1-year look at what he was capable of. He obviously did pretty good, and now you have to start paying him the going rate as an Ohio State head coach.